Hey guys, I'm here, and today we were going to be doing a Morningshed routine to see if this weird skincare hack actually works. I've seen people do this all over TikTok, but I've never actually tried it myself. So let's just get into it. First, I like to start off with a clean face, so I wash my face with a gentle cleanser. Then I pat it dry and grab my moisturizer. I like to use a moisturizer that has hyaluronic acid in it, because it just gives me that extra plumpness and hydration that I need, especially since my skin is on the drier side. It went on really nicely and absorbed pretty quickly too. I definitely wouldn't use it on its own though, because it didn't really leave the hydrating film that I was expecting. It does say to apply it after your moisturizer, which is weird because you're supposed to apply moisturizer after your cleanser and before your sunscreen. And that's it for my morning routine. So I'm going to apply it after my moisturizer and niacinamide and before my sunscreen. Next, I grab my niacinamide and I apply it all over my face. Niacinamide is great for reducing redness and repairing the skin barrier, which is why it's a staple in my morning routine. Now comes the weird part. I've never actually tried a snail mucin essence before, so I'm not really sure what to expect. First off, I do feel like my skin looked brighter and more radiant after using it. And when I apply my makeup, it goes on so much smoother and it just looks a lot better. I also noticed that my skin looked less red and my skin barrier was looking a lot better. But honestly, I think that's mostly due to the niacinamide. I don't think the snail mucin really did much for my redness. Okay, so I just applied it, and it's actually not as sticky or slimy as I was expecting. Next, I like to apply a few layers of sunscreen, and then I follow it up with a hydrating lip balm. So let's talk about how it actually worked. But I think that was mostly because it just absorbed all the moisture from my moisturizer. To be honest, it just kind of took the place of my moisturizer in my routine. So I don't know if I would keep using it. I do like to use an essence in my routine, but I prefer to use one that has more hydrating and moisturizing factors in it. This one just didn't really do much for me in that aspect. But I am glad that I got to try it out, and I'm glad that it did and live up to the hype because it's quite expensive and, honestly, it didn't really do much for me. As for the hydrating factor, I did notice that my skin felt a little bit more plump anyways. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.